sadness this morning that we all learned of the passing of His Royal Highness the Duke of Edinburgh. Prince Philip was a man of service, motivated by a sense of duty to others. I know that through the Duke of Edinburgh's award, he helped empower millions of young people from all backgrounds, including here in Canada, to realize their greatest potential. And that's just one example of his many contributions. Prince Philip will be remembered as a champion for young people, a decorated naval officer, a dedicated philanthropist, and a constant in the life of Queen Elizabeth II. Le Prince Philippe était un époux.
Prince Philip was a husband, father, grandfather, and great-grandfather who was well loved. My thoughts, and the thoughts of all Canadians, are with Queen Elizabeth II and all the members of the royal family. The rise in COVID-19 cases continues to be of concern. In several locations across the country, stricter measures are necessary to halt the spread of the virus. On Wednesday, during our 29th meeting of First Ministers of the provinces and territories, I repeated to the premiers that they can count on the continued support of the federal government. We are there for all Canadians. And if you need help, there are several programs to assist you. For example, if you have to miss work because one of your young children is ill or their school is closed, you may be eligible for the Canada Recovery Caregiver Benefit. If you can't work because you're sick or because you have to isolate because of COVID-19, you may also be eligible for the Canada Economic Recovery Benefit. These programs can help you with financial assistance whether you are a salaried worker or self-employed. So to all mothers and fathers who are working hard and to everybody else who needs support, don't hesitate. Go to the canada.ca/coronavirus site to get all the information you need on our various programs. We have to do everything possible to fight this third wave. Every effort counts, and every effort can save lives.
We're seeing more and more young people being admitted to hospital with COVID-19. So too, young people, there are more contagious and more serious variants out there. Even if you're younger, you can get sick very, very quickly. Or you can give the virus to someone you love who can get very sick. I know you've already done so much and sacrificed so much, but we just need you to hang in there a little bit longer. And to people of every age, we still need your help. Together, we're going to get through this. Our path out of this pandemic is vaccines. So that's my number one focus. Vaccine delivery and rollout is something I talked about with the premiers on Wednesday. So far, we've delivered more than 10.5 million doses to the provinces and territories. And I know that they're working to get these shots into the arms of Canadians as fast as possible. This is a true team effort, especially now that we're in the ramp-up phase of the vaccine rollout. Every day, more grandparents and parents are sharing their vaccine selfies on family group chats. Every day, more Canadians are safer. Vaccines are saving lives. And that's why we're doing everything we can to get more and more doses to the front lines. Until the end of May, we're scheduled to receive 1 million doses a week of the Pfizer vaccine. In June, we'll have almost 2 million doses a week delivered from Pfizer alone. For Moderna, we'll be receiving 2 million doses in April and almost 3 million in May. And we're anticipating to receive over 7 million in June. What this all means is that by the end of June, we can expect to have received at least 44 million doses of COVID-19 vaccines from Pfizer, Moderna, and AstraZeneca. Our government is in close contact with all companies that have approved COVID-19 vaccines in Canada to get the latest information on shipment schedules and amounts. Everyone is working around the clock to make sure Canadians are safe. This is true on vaccines, and is true on a whole range of other things people need to stay healthy. On that front, I can confirm that we are extending the support of the Canadian Red Cross until the end of September for up to 27 long-term care and retirement homes in Ontario, as necessary. The Red Cross will continue to help each home with their individual needs while supporting better infection prevention and control measures. Every senior deserves to be safe and to live in dignity, and we'll always be there for the residents of long-term care homes and their hardworking staff. To all of the Canadian Red Cross employees and volunteers, and to everyone at the Government Operations Centre who helps coordinate these deployments, thank you. You are doing incredible work. On espère tous que la pandémie sera bientôt.
We all hope that the pandemic will be behind us soon. This morning, we learned that 303,000 jobs have been added to the Canadian economy during the month of March. This includes both full-time and part-time jobs. Unemployment has fallen to its lowest level since last February. This is encouraging news, but a lot of work remains to be done. We know that several people still are jobless or are working reduced hours, all the more so with new restrictions that are being implemented across the country.
To be there for families, workers, and small businesses. For those who need support, we've created the Canada Recovery Benefit. We've strengthened employment insurance. For hard-hit businesses, we have measures in place that you can count on, like the wage subsidy and the Canada Emergency Business Account. Of course, there's also the Canada Emergency Rent Subsidy that can help your business or organization directly, including with additional supports if you're affected by lockdowns. As I've said from the start, we'll be here with the support you need. On that note, on April 19th, we will present our 2021 budget. We'll continue to focus on our plan to keep Canadians safe and healthy. We'll also share more about our plan to create good middle-class jobs so we can rebuild an economy that works for everyone. The pandemic has highlighted and worsened far too many gaps in our society. That's something we'll keep working on to address. And as we do, we'll continue to stand up for what matters to Canadians, whether that's finding a good, well-paying job, staying healthy, or having our kids breathe clean air. These are your priorities, so they're our priorities too, and they're priorities on which we will continue to deliver. As we've seen over the past year, it's vital that we all work together to get through this crisis. So that's why I'll be inviting all party leaders to meet individually with me to discuss the upcoming budget early next week. Avant de terminer, je veux encore...
Before closing, I would like to thank everybody again, all of those people who are making efforts to fight this pandemic. Whether we're talking about the healthcare workers who are tired and who are so worried about their patients, essential workers who are still on the job despite the risks of catching the virus, or all of the people at home who are being careful and who are respecting the public health instructions. Thank you, and let's not give up. There are more and more people who are vaccinated now. Together, we can get through this. Thank you. And now I'd like to turn the floor over to Dr. Tan.